Earlier, I spoke to Kirk Lippold, who is the commanding officer of the USS Cole at the time of the attack, and I asked him about the upcoming hearing and all the delays in the case.
Well, I think that every time we hold one of these hearings based on the defense motions that they put forward, it's another step forward in what is a long and tortuous process that we're going through to make the military commission process work and to hold al-Nashiri accountable for his role in the attack on USS Cole.
There have been reports that al-Nashiri is suffering from mental issues along with PTSD as a result of being waterboarded and interrogated by the U.S. Could this delay the case even more?
I don't think so. At this point, he has been judged sane by a team of psychologists who went over his mental fitness extensively. And when you really look at it, okay, so he's got PTSD. He certainly didn't have PTSD when he plotted and carried out the attack that killed 17 of my crew and wounded 37 and put a $250 million 40 by 40 foot hole in the side of USS Cole. So while he may claim to suffer from these issues and been diagnosed with them, the reality of it is he is the plotter behind USS Cole, and it's time to continue this process forward to hold him accountable for what he did.
Obviously, you have a vested interest in this case. You are the commander of the USS Cole. What kind of outcome do you expect when it finally comes to an end, and how long will it take to get there?
I think, unfortunately, it is probably going to take years. I would expect we're going to see at least another year before he actually goes before the commission. We need to work through all these defense motions, as I mentioned before. But ultimately, I would like to see al-Nashiri tried, found guilty, and then levied with the ultimate punishment, which is death. Hope that he gets carried out very swiftly so that we can get on with our lives.
I also want to get your take with all of this happening as President Obama is making this renewed pledge to close Guantanamo Bay and the effect that this could have on the case.
I think it would have an extremely detrimental effect on the case because if you close Guantanamo Bay, there's two things that need to be considered. One is when you shut it down, the detainees need to be brought somewhere. If they get brought to the United States, the Attorney General has already admitted to Congress and the American people that we would be in trouble because we would have to give every one of these terrorists, including not just al-Nashiri, but Khalid Sheikh Mohammed with the 9/11 attackers as well, constitutional rights, read them their Miranda warnings, and then the whole judicial process would essentially start over. Once again, justice delayed is justice denied, and we would have to go through the process again under what is the Article 3 federal court system, because the military court system commission probably would not work here in the United States. So it would be detrimental. The other thing in closing Guantanamo Bay is that that is a $300+ million facility that the American people have invested in to try and bring these terrorists to a place where we can get intelligence to safeguard the nation. We don't have Afghanistan after next year. We don't have Iraq anymore. If we capture terrorists, where does the president intend to bring them to get this intelligence information? Guantanamo Bay is unique in that ability, and yet we have a president and others that want to try and close it. They're not thinking through the ramifications of that policy decision.
All right, Commander Kirk Lippold, we appreciate your time and insight about this case.
Thank you.